Yesterday, in Tony Blair's big speech to the party conference, he outlined his vision of a new Britain based on the idea of community spirit. But just how strong is community spirit in Britain? Well, earlier today, I sent out myself out to find out, and here I am now on film. So, community spirit. Would people help others in need, or couldn't they give a monkey's toss? But, excuse me, sorry, you couldn't do me a favour. Would you be able to tie my shoelace up, please? I don't know how to do it. It's come undone. That'd be great. I've got quite an important job in for you today as a spy for the government. I just need to look. That's fantastic. Thank you very much. I've got a very important date with, well, it's all very hush-hush, but with George Michael today, and I want to get the smartest I can. I just went to the dentist and had some fillings done, very painful, but I really fancy some chewing gum, but I can't break it down. Do you think you could chew it for me, just to make it a bit softer, and then... It's just that I'm trying to give up smoking as well.
If you roll it up in your hands, that'll soften it.
Oh, that'd be great. Just break it down a bit. How's that? That's great. That's much better. Thanks a lot. Cheers. So there is some community spirit left in Tony Blair's New Britain. But his other main theme was the zero tolerance towards crime policy. But which is stronger? People's desire to stop crime or their willingness to help others? And what if that person who needed help was in fact a criminal? With the aid of this crappy disguise, I intend to find out. Have you got a light at all? Cheers, thanks very much. You couldn't do it, could you?
He wanted a flamethrower.
Cheers. Excuse me, mate, you couldn't do me a favour. You couldn't post these photos to me because I'm under surveillance. I'm not supposed to put this sort of stuff through the post. It's a bit explicit, you know what I mean? It's ladies and animals, really. They're watching me. They won't notice you. They won't notice you at all. Just whack it in there. Well, look, who's going to know? That'd be great if you do me a favour. Save me going down for 20 years. Cheers. This is great. Christy, cheers. Excuse me, pal, I've just got a load of cheese in. Do you have fancy me? 30 grand's worth of it. Nice cheap cheese. I've got that 30 grand's worth. I mean, you could have this. You could have this for £1. And I can, if you want, I can go and get you. I've got a lot more. Excuse me, you couldn't get me out and just getting these in the back of that Jag, could you? It's bloody heavy. So if you see any police around, just give us a shout. You know what I mean? It's a bit hot in the city.
You back of a lorry?
Well, out of someone's flat. You know what I mean? Excuse me, pal. Sorry, I couldn't ask you a favour, could I? I've got this this little problem here. I need to get rid of. I've got this shooter. You couldn't bury it in your back garden for me. Just get rid of it, please. Just put it in your back garden. No one's going to know. I mean, are you sure? You'd be doing me a great favour. I've just got this gun. You couldn't bury it in your back garden for me, could you? You'd be doing me a great favour. Cheers, pal. Thank you very much. This is Ian Lee. 11 o'clock show. Archway.
Hundreds of school children stolen by women wearing glasses and brown wax jacket.
Yesterday, the IRA made their first appearance at a party conference since the Brighton bombing. And Tony Blair met with Jerry Adams, who claimed that he could not order the IRA to give in their weapons. Here's me earlier on film on a street now. So if Jerry's unable to deliver IRA decommissioning, the so-called troubles in Northern Ireland are not as over as we first thought. I'm here to find out what rubbish the ordinary person on the street has got to say on the subject, and whether they know what to do if they came face to face with a bomb. There is talk to help the situation will be to have Catholics and Protestants competing in a TV-style sort of game show like It's a Knockout, Gladiators or Krypton Factor. Would that be a good idea, a good way to solve the problems?
Maybe, yeah.
What about 15 to 1?
I don't know what 15 to 1 is.
Sorry?
I don't know what 15 to 1 is.
It's a competition where there's 15 people standing behind, and William G. Stewart stands there and asks each one of them a question. In the first round, you can lose 1 life. In the third round, they nominate each other. So they've got 15, they're down to 3 people. The one is the winner. 15 to 1 is the winner.
That sounds fine.
Would it help, for example, if we sent the Chuckle Brothers over there to do a cabaret with a unionist theme?
I don't know. There's got to be extremes on both sides who are not going to enjoy it.
I mean, would it help if we sent Joe Pasquale or the Chuckle Brothers over there? Would that help the situation in Northern Ireland?
Might help.
Which would be the most successful, Joe Pasquale or the Chuckle Brothers, do you reckon?
Chuckle Brothers.
But the IRA may become a political party. Who do you think they should get for their party political broadcasts?
Father Ted or something like that.
Father Ted would be good.
Oh yeah, he's dead, isn't he? I forgot that.
One of the new measures they may introduce is bomb disposal training for everyone in the country.
If you trained me to defuse a bomb, wouldn't you be also training me to make one in the first place?
No. What we've got here is actually a mock bomb. Bang! Let's cut the green. Quickly. One. Yes. That was just in time. That was exactly the right one to do. The green and yellow every time. Now, you've just saved your friend's life. You've saved everyone's lives here, the fruit stall, everything. How do you feel about that?
That's quite good, because I'm an electrician, so I'm proud of that.
Well, you should have got it right.
Well, not really. It's completely different bomb disposal.
Bang! This is Ian Lee for the 11 o'clock show. Weird science, cutting off bits of one person and sticking them to another. Ugh. This week, an Australian had the hand of a French man grafted onto his wrist in a Paris surgery. Kind of a second-hand thing. Earlier today, I went and stood on the street to explain it to you again. Here I am on this TV, here on film earlier now, look. This week, science has gone bonkers. There's a story of the man who had the hand transplant, the story of the third-hand heart, and now, according to the Daily Mirror, we'll all be able to have face swap operations within 5 years. But are people ready for this load of mentalist progress? I'm here to ask them. Whose hand would you go for if you had the option?
Probably one of the supermodels' husbands, I'd say.
Why is that?
Well, it's sort of been on a supermodel.
So then you could then use that hand that had been on a supermodel, you could then use on yourself. So Jeremy Beadle's hand, Paul Daniels' hand, something like that?
Jeremy Beadle's hand.
Yeah. Why is that?
He's a very tricky man.
Yeah. What celebrity's face would you like to wear? Just above here.
Des O'Connor.
Is there anyone's face in particular that you would say, no, I don't want that on my shoulders?
Probably David Miller.
If you had a choice, there's only two faces left, between Dean Gaffney from EastEnders and Simon Weston. Whose face would you take?
I'd go without.
I do not want to face transplant from Andy Peters.
This is what I look like as Bob Carroll, G's. It's not right.
I don't want to face transplant from Richard Madeley.
Face swapping is one thing, but is there anything people wouldn't swallow? The Chinese are talking about grafting Princess Diana's head on the body of a horse.
That would be pretty shameful, actually.
Why would it be shameful?
She was a very beautiful lady, and
it's a very beautiful horse. Who would you feel more sympathy for, the horse or the lady?
I don't know. I think it's just quite sick in a way.
she had a nice body, and that's a horse.
Great fetlocks there, don't you think?
Yeah.
This is wrong. This is what I look like with a rabbit's head. Genetic engineering is wrong.
This is what I look like with a frog's head, and genetic engineering is really wrong.
In the week that science went mad, this has been Ian Lee for the 11 o'clock show.
Read all about it. Man dresses children in silly coats just for a laugh. Extra, extra.
In the past fortnight, both Labour and Conservative conferences have tried to outdo each other on law and order. Today, in a Tory fringe meeting, proposals were put forward for privatising parts of the police force. We sent out the most talented person on the programme to investigate. It's me, look. So, are people ready to be told what to do by a bunch of overweight, middle-aged nutters who couldn't get a job anywhere else? I've come here, amongst the publics, to find out. Would you like to see the security guards taking on other roles of police officers, for example, dancing with black people at Notting Hill Carnival, smoking spliffs on bank holidays?
Well, if they're going to be paid 48 pence an hour, then I suppose they're entitled to their perks, yeah.
I'll just stop you there for a second. You're being a bit boring. Who's the toughest, the police and the security guard? Who could win a fight?
I'd say the police.
If you saw a fight taking place here between a policeman and a security guard, and they were arguing about turf, whose job was what, and the policeman was losing, would you actually step in and help the policeman?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
So you'd be quite prepared to punch a security guard in the face?
Yeah.
A lot of these men are in their late 50s, early 60s, overweight, completely fucked up and off their faces on crack. Is that good?
Yes. Yeah, look at me.
Are you fucked up and off your face on crack?
Yes.
A lot of those men are fucking mental, aren't they? And some of them are convicts.
They're convicts, and people
weren't prepared to show me ID in civvies, so I put on a substandard uniform. Would they listen to me then? Excuse me, sir. Ian Lee, 11 o'clock security services. Can I ask where you're going?
I'm just going to visit a mate of mine.
Right. Is that your car?
No,
I don't think it was. Brilliant. Thanks very much. Cheers. Excuse me, sir. Ian, 11 o'clock security. Can I have a quick word with you? Could I possibly see your driving licence?
No.
And that's you, Mr. R. Heedley. Would it be possible, do you think, to get either a urine sample or a blood sample, whatever it is? Would that be easier?
Where?
We can just do it here now. Let me take a second. Whoa. Have you got any documents to prove that is actually your baby? Because although you look similar...
I've got my book here.
Can I check this?
My name on it. It hasn't got his name on it.
Yeah, it says your name. It doesn't say your baby's name. Can I just ask quickly, what is your baby's name?
Alexander Nicola Douglas.
I'm not sure if that's going to be admissible in a court of law. Would it be possible to take your baby away just for a couple of weeks? We run some blood tests and DNA tests, and then if everything's fine, you'll get the baby back. Would you mind if I searched you? No. It's the only for the 11 o'clock show.
All about it. Tough bloke in combat submits to kissing men on the bottom.